Hey there, Scorpio. This is Miss Joan, Miss Joan's Tarot on the Hill, and we are talking about the week of March 13th through the 19th. Dum, dum, dum. Programming the cards, getting those ready to go. Dum, 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 dum. Alrighty then. We have 3 cards in front of us, where we are, what's blocking us, what our solution is. We're going to add more information right now. All the cards face me. It doesn't change the meaning of the card. I just don't read them upside down. Oh, brother. Alrighty. She's feisty. Okay, here we go. We have the Tower card. We talked about that earlier in the overview video. The way things have been going for you, Scorpio, things are falling into place, not apart again, because they've already fallen apart. So we're going to start putting things back together. Okay, I think that's a good thing. So we're having things coming back together. Things are going to speed up. We have the Eight of Wands here telling us that things are going faster. There will be things are going to increase in energy. So you'll probably feel it palpably, and it's going to be like, oh, you're on the rapids now. Hang on. It's going to get a little bumpy, but we're riding with the flow. And of course, there's the Two of Swords here to tell me, boom, this is definitely an opportunity for you to step through a fear that you have. Because the Two of Swords is always about you having an irrational fear of something. You need to let you're blindfolded and you're holding your swords up to protect yourself. So maybe if you put the swords down and take off the blindfold, you'll see there's nothing there to worry about. Because there's nothing there to worry about. All right? So that's the goal. We want you to become vulnerable, allow things to be okay, go with the flow, see what happens. It's going to be exciting. It's exciting, okay? Now, the area where you're blocked, we're talking about the Four of Wands being the foundation of your intellect. Last week we were starting some school stuff or something like that. We were teaching something. I don't know what was going on there, but your intellect was high and mighty, but at the same time you needed to set your swords down because you weren't doing any of that. And we're talking one more time about the foundation of your ideas and your control over it. You're not going to have the Ten of Swords has shown up underneath the Four of Wands, which is telling me you're not going to actually have control over what you get to tell people. There's a curriculum. Oh no. We have to go with the curriculum. We have to do with what they tell you to do. And if you don't want to do that because you want to be too creative on your own, you're going to need to take your ideas and go on the road. This is the Ten of Wands. So you can throw your power around, try and make your power known. We've already said that's not a good idea. It certainly wasn't last week. But your foundation of ideas is being also blocked at this time. So you need to conform and do what they tell you to do, or consider the possibility of taking your ideas and going on the road, meaning take your ideas and leave. So remember, things were falling together, but they're going really fast, and you got to be vulnerable. All right. So this is where you are. Potential to just walk away, or you can fight for your ideas. This is the Knight of Wands as your solution. Fighting for your ideas in this moment of now, because of course your options are to pick up and leave or fight for your ideas. So we're going to have you fight for your ideas for a minute here. There is going to be somebody who is financially minded who is going to be the person you're talking to. And there will be another like-minded person on your side in the process of this argument. You will not be alone in the argument. There will be people who are understanding the point of the reason for having this person around is because they have vast amounts of knowledge and understanding, and isn't that a wonderful thing? So pay attention to what's going on. I feel like you're wheeling and dealing right here, trying to get yourself set up in what you're doing, and but you're also not so heavily invested that you can't just walk if you need to. Okay, so keep that in mind, but knowing in your head that this is maybe what you want to do, and just finding the right venue. That's a good thing. Keeping an eye on possible venues is a very good option, but also remember there's more than one. Okay, I want you to know more than ever that there's more than one option here, and you don't have to stick with this one if you don't like it. Okay, so this is cool. Hang in there. We'll talk soon, and in fact we'll talk next week.